Hello everyone, it's Karen Lazenby. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator living in the UK, and today I'm going to make a card for you using our In Bloom photopolymer stamp set. We're going to be using a couple of the stamps out of the actual set itself. They are our photopolymer sets, and you get quite a lot of stamps in this set. You also get dies with it as well, but today I'm not going to use the dies, I'm just going to use the stamps. And I'm also using the So Sentimental dies, which I've got ahead and cut two of the these two sizes of the dies from our So Sentimental Stitch So Sweetly dies. And today I'm going to make a card using our Night of Navy cardstock and some of our designer series paper, which is called Paper Blooms designer series paper. It's quite a nice, all our papers are double-sided. It's this beautiful papers, quite a nice cardstock. As you can see, lovely little daisies, pinks and blues. This is the one I'm using today. Right, I've already gone ahead and cut myself my card base, and this measures 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored at 4 1/8. And I've also gone and cut the Stitch So Sweetly dies for the front of the card, and I'm going to be stamping on that. And then I've cut a piece of Night of Navy, which measures 2 inch by 5 7/8, and the Flower Blooms paper measures 2 6/8 by 5 7/8, and that's going to go on top of there. So we will glue this down to start off with, and I shall use my stamp and seal. And I've left a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around this. Like so. And then that can go on the front of our card, like that. And I should use stamp and seal again for that. Like that. We'll put that to one side. And the inks I'm going to use today are Old Olive, Seaside Spray, Night of Navy and Rococo Rose, which are the colours that are in the papers as well. So I'll go ahead and open these, pop them to the top of my desk. like so. Right, I'm going to bring in my piece of scratch paper and the piece I'm going to be stamping on, and I'm using the stalk and 2 of our flowers and a centerpiece. So I'm going to go ahead with the old olive and do the stalks for the flowers. Tiny bit of ink on that stamping block. And that's that one. Just use my Simply Chamois to clean that stamp off. And for the flowers, I'm going to just bring in a little piece of foam. With these being our photopolymer, you do need a bit of foam underneath them for stamping with. And I'm going to do this one, this large flower, and I'm going to do that in Seaside Spray. Slight press and lift off. Just use my Simply Chamois again. And then for the other 2, I'm going to use Rococo Rose. There we are. And for the centres of the flowers, I'm going to use Native Navy. And that's the stamping done. I'm also going to grab a sentiment for the front of the card. I'll shut these ink pads down. When you buy off Stampin' Up, everything matches the cardstock. If you're using the blender pens, they all match. You buy a set of 2 in the blender pens, and they come with a light and dark in for your shading. And all our stamps are usually all shaded for colouring in. And I'm going to use the sentiment "You Are Amazing." that on the, get it straight. Oops. And that's going to just pop down there on the front. I'm using Tuxedo Black Memento. There we go. Close that down. And I'm going to glue these together. I'll use a Memento for this one. I'll use my liquid glue, Tombow. It's lovely that the all the colours match from Designer Series paper. As you can see, the colours match on the from the paper to the inks. And then I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals to pop there on the card. Just use up these edges as we don't like to waste anything. Can go straight in the bin. If you like anything that you've seen today and you want to buy anything, I would love to be your demonstrator. You can have a look on my website, karenlazenby.stampinup.net, and if you use the horse code this month, which is this one here, shown at the top of the screen, I can send you a free reward gift. And if you spend over £150, you'd want to claim your own rewards, so don't use that horse code. Right. I'm also going to stamp in the middle of the card with Rococo Rose. I'm just going to stamp one of the flowers off the front. Oh, that's not Rococo Rose. And I'll use the little flower that I put in the centre for the Knight of Navy. This video will be on YouTube in about 3 parts of an hour. So if you like what you see, can you subscribe to my channel? I would be much appreciated if you could do that. And give me the thumbs up, which gives me points to get on YouTube, so I can do lives without having to schedule them. Okay, that's all for today, and I shall see you tomorrow. Thank you and bye.